How are you guys doing? First European tour, right?
Yeah. No, actually, well, we did the UK in 2021, but this is Europe for the first time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's cool. We played in Paris last night, and it was kind of amazing just to be not in England, not in New York, not in the U.S., and it was really cool to see who our fans would be, you know, in this small, like, kind of intimate place. So it was awesome.
Yeah, because you seemed really enthusiastic about it, at least in your story.
Oh, I know. I thought it was one of our best shows last night because of how, not just the audience, but how we were presenting the music felt like we were onto something.
It was great musically as well, and meeting the French people. A lot of them didn't really speak English also, which was exciting to communicate only through music and just through our limited French. We have un petit peu,
I was about to say that myself.
yeah. And like, not any Dutch at all. But we're very glad to be here.
Sweet. You guys have a new album coming up, Come of Age, the 6th of October, right?
Yeah, coming out October 6th. I think we'll be in Belgium at that day. I want to say somewhere in Belgium.
Have you heard it yet?
Only the 3 singles.
Oh shit, we got to get you the link. Well, I mean, I guess it's coming out in 3
Right.
days.
Yeah, it's coming out. Yeah.
Well, I really can't wait those 3 days, man.
What do you think of the singles? I'm curious.
I love them.
Oh, great.
Absolutely love them.
Oh, cool.
I'm curious how they're gonna like fit in the whole album and like how that's gonna flow, because that's one thing that really stands out to me about Thanks for Coming. It is really just an album, like, and I mean that's weird to say maybe because every album is an album, but it's like it just flows. Actually, on my way here, I was listening to it yet again, and
Love it.
you know, I just love how all the songs are so different. Like you can go from Tomorrow Screams to Sideways and then back to like, I don't know, Moodorama, but it just flows for some reason.
Yeah, that's such a great compliment. We love hearing that because we definitely think in terms of albums, you know, putting it all together and the flow of it. So, really excited for you to hear what we cooked up this time.
Is that a challenge for you as well to like, you know, experiment with so many different genres really, and still make it one cohesive album?
Yeah, you know, we, as from our EP and then Thanks for Coming, we like to, you know, play around in a lot of different areas, and I think with Come of Age, we actually kind of solidified a little bit more of a vision, a cohesive like vision, at least tonally maybe. It hangs together. I don't think we're jumping around as many genres. I think we've kind of settled into this mood for this record. I don't know. We'll probably keep jumping because I know we neglected our harder rocking side.
We've got Angela Peacock. You know.
No, I know, but on Come of Age.
Oh,
we have.
We've got Offering gets pretty heavy.
Offering gets pretty heavy, and
it's kind of heavy at the end.
Yeah.
Take Me Home. There's a song called Take Me Home. Take Me Home gets really heavy too. Okay, forget that. I forgot I said that. Yeah. But we do want to do. I at least want to do one whole record that's just heavy, fucking like rock.
Sweet. Yeah.
Might happen.
Gotta love it.
We'll see if these guys.
Also, yeah, I mean the whole genre switching thing. It's like when you look at SlasherPepper or something. There's so many weird genres on that album. They crisscross a lot of paths. Blondie as well, and so. But again, there's a through line where you can tell that it's the same band and it's the same vision. So that's sort of a challenge for us, which we embrace wholeheartedly.
Sweet. And then I was wondering, what is your favorite song off of the new album?
For me, it changes. It's whatever song we're playing at that moment in time,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, as Matt said, it's different every night. And we've been playing about 4 of the new songs, a couple that aren't released. The actual title track called Come of Age is a song that Matt brought in, and it's one of my favorite Princess songs ever. It's different genre for us, another genre for us. I would say it's more like New York, Future Islands-y, even a little bit of the Strokes kind of, you know. Right. And it's different for us, and we made a really cool video for it the other day in Times Square, and that's probably my favorite right now, just because it's the title track, and it's gonna be released right when we release.
Right.
As a single, it'll be released right when we release the record, and the video is gonna come out at the end of October, I think.
Cool, sweet. If you could describe Princess Goes with a season of the year, which one would you describe it with?
Jesus.
That's
a hard one.
Tough. I would say it's fall, though, which is luckily what we're in now.
We sing about that a lot.
We sing a lot about fall, sort of falling leaves, and we tend to tour in fall, in Europe anyway. And did we come together in the fall? I don't know. It's just that moment of reflection and introspection.
Right.
That sort of comes when the seasons are getting colder. I don't know. What do you think?
You can't really put Princess in any season.
No.
we got songs for winter, we got
Right.
songs for spring, and
Party
and
jams for summer.
definitely we want to be
I feel like
playing
Let
those.
It Go, for example, is kind of more of a summery song.
Which
But
one? Let It Go.
Let It
Yeah,
Go.
we want to play those festivals and be out in the
Right.
open air. So I say all seasons.
I absolutely love the new cover art for Come of Age. I think it's super dope. What was the concept behind that?
Yeah, we met this dope artist named Tim Richardson. He's an Australian guy, and I actually just found him on Instagram. He's mostly works in fashion, and he's a photographer, and he does a lot of digital effects. He's a really trippy
Right.
guy. You should check out his stuff, Tim Richardson. We approached him about doing our album art, and then that spun into also him doing the Shimmer video.
Oh, cool.
Same guy, and then
Right.
the Blur video kind of came out of footage that we shot with him as well. So
Right.
we got 2 videos, the album artwork, and when we work with somebody like Tim, we let them run free with their concepts, and even the Shimmer video we threw all of our songs to Tim, and we were like, what song do you want to make a video for? And he picked Shimmer, which was
Cool.
kind of cool. And but for the cover, that was all out of his imagination. I think when we first started working with him, we were calling ourselves still Princess Goes to the Butterfly Museum.
Right.
And so through working with him and over the time that it took to get this record together, we shortened our name to Princess Goes, and he helped us a lot with the renaming of the band, and he
Right.
gave us the new logo, and he's really good at like branding, like putting his, a very tightly focused art concept together. And so we just let him do, and the video is all him. I mean, I think when he made the skull with the butterflies and the
Right.
moths, it was a nice like kiss goodbye of our old name. Like
Right.
I think he kind of crystallized our name in that artwork, and now we can just be Princess Goes.
Right.
But it's going to be hard to beat that one for sure.
Yeah. Well, obviously Michael isn't here, but usually I feel like you guys, in terms of promotional photos, the posters, the vinyl and stuff, I feel like you guys are pretty much presented as equals, all 3 of you guys. And I was wondering, how does that play out in the studio? Is it kind of similar there?
Yeah, I think we all respect each other, but we also, if we're not feeling something, we'll say it. So that's cool. And yeah, it's totally equal. Down each of us gets our own little pillar to
Right.
stand on, which is nice because I think most other bands I've been in, it's either been a hierarchy where there's a very clear sort of hierarchy. I mean, obviously playing in a band like Blondie, Debbie's sort of the president of the band,
Right.
and Clem is sort of a co-prime minister, maybe a co-prime minister. But then, yeah, it's great to have a band and not have to worry about that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it's very freeing, I would say, and quite liberating, mostly, for the most part.
Sweet.
Yeah, and that goes for the writing too. We share everything in the band, and yeah, those are the only kind of bands I think I'm interested in being in, are ones that it's everybody's in it for the same amount, and we all might do different jobs or sometimes the same job, but everyone's doing something.
Right.
Yeah, nothing bums you out more than haggling over, well, I get 11% of that and then someone's like, no, that's 9%, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
That's usually how bands fall apart.
Yeah,
So.
and a lot of bands portray themselves as like this equal band, but it's really like one person. They're making all the money. I did that when I was in the Wallflowers, and I was just like, you know what, this is the last band I'm going to be in. Well, actually, then I was with Natalie, and she took all the everything.
Well, then you just didn't even discuss it, right?
Then I just, yeah. But it's always best when a band is all for one, equal.
Right. Cool. Obviously, October. We're in fall right now, actually, so it's obviously spooky season. We talked about it in our last interview that you kind of grew out of the horror movies, but I was wondering for you, are you a fan of horror movies at all?
Oh, hell yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, definitely. I like to be scared, and we like to watch scary movies at night, like before we go to bed. So we have scary dreams too.
You have someone to cuddle with.
I do, but yeah, I get scared.
What's one you've seen recently maybe that stood out?
Oh God, let me think.
I recently saw Midsummer.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's fucking scary.
I'm scared of the daytime now.
Right.
Hereditary was really scary, but that was by the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? What about you? And maybe this will refresh my.
I recently saw Talk to Me in the cinema. It's the new horror movie. It's kind of been getting some hype right now.
Is it scary?
Yeah, it's really good and scary. Yeah.
Talk to me.
Who's
They should have used our song, man.
Right.
Come talk to me.
Would have been perfect.
You guys didn't get approached? I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Hey, whoever made that movie, fuck off. So, just kidding.
It's about like a hand, a demonic hand, and pretty much like these teens get it, and then they wrap their own hand around it, and they say, "Talk to me," and then I let you in, and they start seeing all this crazy shit, and then they pretty much have to close the portal by blowing out the candle, but at some point it all goes wrong, and they don't get to close the portal, and then it's pretty much the whole movie trying to figure out.
Well, now that you've just told us the whole movie, I don't think we need to see it.
That's just the concept. Yeah, don't worry.
It seems like they stole it from the Munsters, right? With the hand. Yeah, come on. Or maybe it's the same hand actor, the same hand that was in the Munsters.
The claw, the monkey paw, the monkey's paw. Was that Edgar Allan Poe? It's a really old story about this haunted hand. I feel like that's been around since time immemorial, right? Like the haunted hand.
Right,
yeah. Chopped off a murderer or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I always go back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, like as far as being probably the scariest movie ever.
Right.
And I know a lot of other people would agree. But have you seen that one? It's probably, you don't like the horror shit, right?
I saw that when I was like 14 and I was tripping on acid.
Oh my God, dude.
It's very uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable movie to watch, I think, that one, Texas Chainsaw. Yeah. Obviously, things are different now. Things have gotten a lot more extreme.
What music has been on repeat recently in the tour bus, maybe? It's been playing.
It's weird. We're a band that doesn't listen to a lot of music in the van.
No, we always have listened to music, but not this tour. I don't know why. For some reason.
Should we start?
Our tour manager has different musical taste than we do.
Oh, I see.
So he imposed a silence, I think. So we're all kind of listening on our earbuds. We might have to break that. I've been listening to a New York band called Crumb lately.
Okay.
They're really cool, kind of like avant-garde indie. This woman singer, and I love them. I think they're freaking great. Crumb.
I would throw out a shout out to Beja Flo, this English Liverpool artist named Molly. She goes under the name Beja Flo. She's been opening up for us, and this is the second tour she's opened for us, and we actually wrote a song about her on our new record called Beja that you'll hear in a few days, but I would say go check her out. She's really worth it. She's a real poet.
Yeah, I know you mentioned last time you really liked Idols, but I was wondering, have you guys heard of Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes? You guys listen to them at all?
No.
What's it called? Frank
Carter and the Rattlesnakes.
Mm-mm.
I can recommend that one. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'll save it now.
Sweet.
On Spotify.
Cool. So yeah, obviously we've talked about the new album, about this tour. But after all of that, what's the plan then?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to New York and get back home, and our record will be out, and then our new video will come out end of the month, and then we have dates we're trying to do a different model of touring this year, where we go out and do a few dates and then come home, for a couple of weeks and go out for a few more dates. So
right.
We're not going to do a long tour because just of everybody's lives. But I think we plan on working this record for the next year or two.
Sweet.
While we write our next one. Cool. But I think we'll probably be promoting Come of Age for the next 2 years.
I get that, yeah.
And that's, when we started, we were like, we want to put out a record every year. And then the reality of the music business is you really can't do that. I mean, unless you're a freak of nature, like Taylor Swift or something, you kind of step on your own toes if you don't really promote. And the way that we want to tour is going to take a while to get everywhere we want to get. So we're going to try to promote slowly and let the record grow slowly.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be doing that, but we do have to start considering what our next record is going to be, so that'll be simultaneous when we get home.
I think that's also important, though, to like, now that you have a new album, to kind of just appreciate that and let that kind of sink in too.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's still people discovering Thanks for Coming and the first EP.
Right.
So, at a certain point you have to move on. But you also want to make sure, like, we're going to be doing U.S. tour dates. As Peter mentioned, we're going out to the West Coast in California. We're going to be doing some southern U.S. and hopefully just, going all around there.
Festivals, maybe.
Festivals, yeah. There's even been talk of going to Latin America, which we would love to do, but who knows if that's going to happen. We love playing in Mexico with other bands, and I know we always get a lot of requests to come to Brazil. Right. So,
that crowd is great.
Great for going there and live music and everything. So, yeah, we'll see.
Cool. Awesome. Well, looks to look very bright, the future for Prince's Ghost.
Slow burn, but we're trying to get, a lot of people don't even know who we are. We're a new band. We have all the same hurdles that any new band has, and we're just fighting for every person's ears that we can get. So yeah, we're in it trying to get our music heard.
Anything either of you guys would like to add to the interview?
Not just great to be in the Netherlands, our first time, and it's such a beautiful city. This is my first time in Utrecht. And I've been to Amsterdam and Rotterdam and played shows there, but never been here. So I'm looking forward to getting out and meeting some nice people.
Yeah, absolutely. Same.
Thank you guys so much for your time on the interview.
Dude. Thanks for having us. Thanks for spreading the word to people of this beautiful country.
Absolutely.
Let's get the word out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Tell everybody.
Can't recommend you guys enough.
Peter and Matt said so. Thank you. Dude.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Roger.